High school football is back in the Tri-States. We have so much to break down, so let's get right into the action. First stop of the evening is at Flynn Memorial Stadium to check out the Blue Devils. First drive would come to a halt, but Quincy High puts it through the uprights to tack on 3 points to the scoreboard. Quincy would shine on defense. Boonville drops back to pass, and this one is intercepted by Hill. The Blue Devils would take over with good field position, and they wouldn't have to wait long to find the end zone either. Shuckman on the screen picks up a chunk of change to keep the drive alive. Then to cap it all off, check out this next play. They stick with the short game, and Burgess does his best Barry Sanders impression, flipping the field and putting in reverse, dancing all the way to the end zone for the first touchdown of the ball game. In the end, though, Quincy High snaps their 21-game regular season win streak, falling to Boonville 27-19. Burgess had 7 catches for 53 yards and a touchdown for Quincy High. Let's stay in town, but head over to Quincy Notre Dame. John Venverlo, the new man under center for the Raiders. He had himself quite the debut, finds Allensworth out in the flat, spins off his defenders, picking up the big-time gain. Quincy Notre Dame got it done on the ground, too. They handed off to Noah Benz, hitting the hole hard, and you're going to need to do more than this to bring him down, picking up an extra 5 yards in the process through the contact. They'd stick with Benz. A little confusion in the backfield, still able to find a hole and make something out of nothing. QND would eventually find the end zone. Venverlo pitches it out to Abel Borhurst, able to shift his way back into the middle and the field and finds pay dirt. It was quite the show from the Raiders tonight, and they would get the win over Grandview 50-6. Let's continue on in Illinois and check out the Camp Point Panthers. Good crowd on hand as the Panthers welcome in West Central. The Cougars came ready to play, and they would notch the sack early on the rollout. Camp Point forced a punt on 4th down, but here comes the trickery. Panthers with the fake punt on the first possession. He even went up to their big man who comes away with the first down and more for the Panthers. Next play, they would keep that momentum rolling. Very next play, handing it off to Curtis Rigg on the sweep, has green grass in front of him, showing his speed all the way to the end zone for the score. There was much more where that came from. Off the fumble on the next possession, Panthers finding the end zone again, this time powering up the middle for the tough TD. The route would continue as Camp Point gets the win over West Central, 50-8. More action in Illinois. West Hancock on the road taking on Farmington. And this Titan offense was on full display early on. West Hancock connecting on the pass to Hunter Froman, and the big wide receiver showing off his yak ability as he takes it all the way down the sideline inside the West Hancock 5. But they would continue to show flashes of what's to come this year with the air raid offense. But in the end, they would fall to Farmington 51-28 on the road. Let's check in on other scores across the land of Lincoln. Illini West with the win over Lewiston, 68-6. Pleasant Hill falls to Unity Payson, 28-22. I know over in Missouri, WGM's Victoria Bordengo was out patrolling the sidelines in Shelby County. Now joins us in the studio to break it all down.
Thanks, Brendan. I just want to mention my pick to click tonight did really good. Jace Allensworth. There is nothing like week 1 of high school football, though, and over in Missouri, these teams were living up to the slogan of the Show Me State because they were showing me that they can ball. So let's start these highlights with North Shelby. We got them going now. We're good. The Raiders on the charge and ready to go off to war. Here they are on the play. Gannon Bowen with the handoff to Cole Browning, and he trucks a defender and secures the first down. How about this next play? Bowen with the keeper, plows through the defense, running like Isaiah Pacheco, running with purpose. He is gone. Easy 6 points for the home team. You want a touchdown? Give it to that man right there. They were just getting it done on offense. They were getting it done on defense, too. Eagles with the handoff on their very first play, but a loose football, and TJ Belt with the recovery. Belt was all over the place. Here he is, stopping them on a 4th and 2. Big-time sack there from Belt. More from the offense. It's another handoff to Browning, and look at him go. A man on a mission. Now, look, I almost got tackled myself on this play, but you know what? It's okay. It's worth it. Great game from North Shelby. The Raiders got their revenge tonight, taking down Bishop LeBlanc 50-24. These were the vibes on the south side of Shelby County. The Cardinals hosting Harrisburg for their season opener. The game with under 5 minutes to go before the half, Chase Mollering has all the time in the world to throw, 6 seconds to be exact, but he's going to connect with Logan Hubbard for an easy first down. South still trying to get on the board before the half. This time Mollering hands it off to Hudson Gill, and the junior pushes through the pile for a nice gain. Bulldogs would tame the flame a few plays later, though, with the forced fumble to keep the score tied at 8 going into half. South Shelby will ultimately fall to Harrisburg tonight, though, 24-16, and are on the road next week to take on West Strand. Over in Jeff City, the Pirates were taking on Helias in their season opener. First quarter action, the Pirates down 6, but Wyeth Dorsey launches it to Trey Hoskins, Mr. Goliath, reeling in the catch and making a 60-yard play look a lot like cake. 4th and goal now, Dorsey dropping back and buying time, looking for his guy in the end zone, but Elias is going to snag the pick right there. Hannibal still looking to get on the board. They're down by 20 now. Dorsey finds a wide open Landon Essing, who walks in for the tutty. The Pirates hoisted their sails and made a comeback tonight, but not enough for the win. They fall to Elias 26-20. Now our last stop in Missouri tonight is with this crazy crowd. We know the party is always over at Palmyra. The Panthers starting off hot with a handout, and we love a shifty running back. Look at how he cuts up field for a solid gain. That's just the appetizer, though, people. The Panthers have a bigger meal coming our way. Here's Jonathan Edmonds dropping back and slinging it down to Jackson Gibson. What a throw and what a catch in the celly. I mean, I told y'all the party is over in Palmyra. We weren't lying. We have more action for you. Panthers again on the move. Edmonds rolls out, searching, and another beauty. This time it's to Tyler Spignall, and you cannot stop him. Another Palmyra 6, and this honestly was a theme all night long. This game was all Palmyra. They dominate Hallsville 48-14.